I try to walk away, my crippled heart dragging behind me through the ache, pretending this is truly over, that this ending isn't another fragile temporary shape. I tell myself the quiet nights will teach me how to breathe again, yet every dusk unfolds your shadow whispering my name in vain. And longing builds, ferocious, primal, haunting every sleepless hour. I feed myself illusion just to soften its growing power. But when you write to say you miss the pieces only I could give, my trembling soul falls to his knees, too willing still to let you live inside me. I run back to you in moments pulled by something old and fever true, a gravity that mocks my healing, ripping open every bruise anew. Your sand devours distance, pulls me back into the warmth you wear. Your arms becomes the fragile shelter built from hopes and whispered prayers. And my journal holds the truth I try to silence in my walking mind. How we kissed, how we melted, how our bodies realigned, how it felt like homecoming, how longing softened into grace. I was yours instantly the second I returned to that place. Dawn spills across the balcony, our laughter rising with the steam, and I confess softly to my pages, half afraid it isn't real, half afraid it is. Of course I'm shattered once again. The avalanche returned to claim everything I denied for weeks. Though every pulse still whispered your name, it isn't over, never was. And though I fear the truth I find, I can't deny what echoes still inside the chambers of my mind. But something shifts quietly, deep in my bones, in the trembling of my chest. A new desire forms, shaped by the love I never fully confessed, the urge to stay beside you, to make you feel chosen when you shake, to share the tiny sacred moments, to hold the wishes that you make. The days ignite, slow burning embers turning into molten firelight. Our intimacy deepens in the shadows, growing fierce, growing bright. Complicity becomes its own language, spoken only through our skin, and trust unfurls its tender roots where I once feared to let you in. You feel me, you know my pulse, you know how I read you without sound, how something ancient lives between us, haunting everything around. Now I'm certain, I write trembling, that there's a truth in what we feel, though I can't see if it will last or fade, or cut too deep to heal. It's strange, bewildering, wild, too magic to ignore or tame, a labyrinth of half-light shadows where nothing stays and nothing's the same. And so the pattern rises, subtle at first and loud enough to burn, a cycle I know my heart yet still return to, but turn by turn. The fall, the pool, the sweet undoing wrapped in danger's soft caress. And I obey its cruel enchantment, swept again into your abyss, because some stories don't quite end. They fold, they break, they twist instead. And I, still yearning, still undone, keep following the thread.